Yes, sir. What's good, everybody? It's the boy Luck. I'm back under a new name now. I'm going to CG3. And I'm back live in the living color with another video for you guys. And finally, even though we're almost towards the end of NBA 2K24, I finally able to put together this jump shot video. I usually do one every year about the best jump shot bases as well as best custom jumpers. And best custom jumpers in NBA 2K24 next gen. So I was able to put together two custom jump shots for you guys. Two are for jumpers over 80 and under, and I got two customs for jumpers 80 and over. So we got 280 and over and 280 and under. Remember, this video is going to be live on Twitch, so if you're checking me out on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. It will be posted on my YouTube in the AM. I'm a little bit tired, just got off work, so if you're new to the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment on the video with what jump shot you uses. We're on the grind of Veteran 1. I'm already about 10% into my bar. The Elite's about to win Season 4, so we're soon to get that rep boost, and hopefully we'll be able to live stream more NBA 2K24 towards the end into NBA 2K25. So let's get right into this video. Let's not hold it up. We're going to talk about the two jump shot bases, 80 plus and over, which is for 80 mini or 83 ball. These jump shot bases I use is pretty much two bases. Now, obviously, I do use a jump shot meter. Some of y'all guys may not use a jump shot meter, but I use a jump shot meter. And I'm telling you, they're good for the meter on, and I'm pretty sure they're even better with the meter turned off. And as for my shot timing, it's a defense between release and push. You can use release if you want, but since 2K is always changing up, fixing the shooting, I prefer using it on push. That's the timing I use, especially when I play my team. I want to see my team content. Let a brother know and I hook you out with that. So anyway, the first base I'm going to talk about is a base that's been pretty much popular in previous 2Ks. It's a base that I rediscovered when I be playing NBA 2K24 my team. And that base is simple as go all the way to the T's. And that is none other than PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker, of course, you need at least an 81 or 81 mini or 81 3-point shot. As you can see on this build, this is my glass clean through level threat to 6'9". He has a high mid range at 86 mini and a 79 trade ball. But all you need is an 81 to unlock this base. This base right here is smooth. It's one of the best bases in the game. Don't let the B minus time stability fool you. It's a really good jumper, especially when you pair it up with the right release 1 and release 2. And just for you guys, I got 3 release 1 and release 2 bases for you guys to try out. You can try out either one. So let's get into it. The first upper release, we're going to go to our R's. We're going to go release 1, Isaiah Roby. And release 2, we're going to keep the same as the base. We're going to go to PJ Tucker. And the blended is going to be 62 to 38, just so you can get that B plus speed. Now, if you want to go faster, you can go higher, but you'll see your mid range and your 3-point shot goes up. So, say if you got an 80 to an 81, it's best to leave it at 62, 38. You get a B defensive mini, B minus time stability, and a B plus release speed, which is actually pretty quick. For it to be a B plus release speed, it kind of feels like an A minus ace type of speed, but a B plus is perfect. This jump shot I've been using lately. This jump shot I've been using in the park. I've been using in the event centers. Been using it for the events. Been using it for somewhat pro-am. I was playing pro-am, but preferably event centers, the signature events, the park, and the rec. When I was struggling looking for a jumper, after they kind of somewhat broke one of my favorite jumpers in the game. This is a jump shot I went through. Isaiah Roby, PJ Tucker. It's a good shot to hit your fades. It's a good shot to hit threes wide open. So if you're one of those corner sitters or one of those poppers, this is a jump shot I prefer you use. This is the first of the PJ Tucker customs. The second PJ Tucker custom, we're gonna go back, and we're gonna go back to arguably one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. We're going to do release 1, Kevin Durant, and release 2, I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball, but it's more quicker than you think it is. And that upper release, let's go to our G's. It's going to be none other than Draymond Green. And that blending is going to be 78-22, with 78% of it going to Draymond Green and 20% of it going to KD, with a B- release height, B- defensive immunity, B+ release speed, and a B- time stability. This jumper is more fast than you guys think it is, just because it has that Draymond Green upper release. But that Kevin Durant release 1 blending with the Draymond Green release 2 makes the jump shot even more quicker because it's Draymond Green base. Now Draymond Green has a somewhat faster release timing than any other releases in the game and custom jump shot, so it might take a minute for you guys to catch on, but once you catch on with it, this jumper is cash. I was using this a lot in the park when I was making my new builds, when I needed the jumper to get my hot spots with. It's a great post fade, a great release for shoot your posts with, a great dribble pull up release as well. Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, PJ Tucker, that's the second one. You can try it out if you like. And then the third one, which one I'm currently using, if you hear my phone, I'm sorry, we're going to go back to PJ Tucker release 1, and then release 2 is a new one I kind of sort of discovered because I'm looking for a jumper that I can hit my post fade. I got a new post fade on one of my new builds. Let's see if we can find Mr. Nikola Jokovic, which is him right here. And the blending, we're going to go back now. We're going to do 56-44 for C release height, B- defense immunity, B+ speed with a B- time stability. As you see, my mid range is an 80 or 83 ball, so it's right there on the spot. Now, don't let the release height fool you. It's a quick jump shot. Excuse me. It's a quick jump shot. I've been hitting with this as of late, especially when I was playing Clash at the Clay, or I like to call it Clash on the Castle, because that's pretty much what it is, playing on the castle. But this jumpers came out real huge for me, especially when I was playing with my 6'11 big, as a 6'11 center. Our 6'11 centers are somewhat slower paced versus a 6'9, 6'10, 6'8 or smaller. Somewhat a fast release. As you see, the release speed is not all the way. Now, if you want to go all the way, it's going to change it to an A- release speed, but the time stability goes down, so that's why I leave it quarter of a way before being full. This is another automatic jumper for you guys. PJ Tucker, Nikola Jokovic, and PJ Tucker again. Now the second base is a base that's been just as popular in previous 2Ks. It still is now. We're going to go obviously to Eric Pascal. Eric Pascal was a jumper that I used earlier in the year when I had a lot of my friends telling me that I was using Zen. And disclaimer, FYI guys, I do not own a Zen. I don't. Stop saying that. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I don't own a Zen. But Eric Pascal is a jumper that I use. I always hit automatic with this, especially in the corners. It's a somewhat fast base, but it also has the slower pace, the way you can actually green your shot, especially with me using the meter. And obviously the jump shot I use for this base, obviously we're going to the B's. We're going to go to Chris Boucher, which is right here. Chris Boucher. And then release 2, obviously. We're going to go Marcus Morris Sr. with the blending. Now you can do it 1-2 ways. You can do it 60-40, but it makes your mid-range go up. Or you do it here 60-40 and your mid-range goes down to 82. Now this is one of the shots where you need an 80 plus mini or 80 plus 3 ball to use this jumper, but you get a B release height, a B defensive immunity, an A- speed, and a B time stability. This jumper has been cash. I've had a lot of my friends who asked me what my jumper was. I gave it to them, and they were hitting with it with no problem. It took them a few days to get used to it because those guys were using it without a meter, and it's not an overhead release. As you can obviously see, when he releases it, the ball is still right there in his face, so it's pretty much like a straight shot release. But once you get the timing down, you will not miss with this jumper. Eric Pascal is the second base for you guys who have an 80 plus mini or 80 plus 3 ball. Now some of these bases you can use it for 80 and under, but like I said, you gotta have a certain requirement to unlock it. I think for Eric Pascal you need an 80 mid range or an 83 point shot, and like I said, PJ Tucker needed 81 to unlock that base. Now for all you guys out there who have a 3 ball under 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, and some of y'all might push it to 75, I got 2 bases for y'all guys that y'all can try out and use just in case you need it for event searching like boot camp, when you have to have a build for 75 and under, and you guys put your 3-ball to a certain extent, but you need a jump shot to use it with. So I'm gonna give y'all guys 2 bases on that, or you just using it because you just need a quicker jumper. I'm gonna give you 2 bases, starting off with a base that's kind of like a set shot form. And you know me, set shots was my thing back in 2K20, 21. I used to use set shot 15, set shot 21, set shot 20, set shot 14. I used to not miss, especially in NBA 2K21 current gen, when they first start messing with the jump shots. So we're going to go simply to the O's, and it's going to be simple. It's going to be Aneka Okongwu. As you can see, that is a set shot base. Release 1, we're going to go with James Johnson. Release 2, we're going to go with Karl Malone. And the blending for that's going to be 77-23. If you want it to be fast, which would be 77 James Johnson and 23 Karl Malone. And as you see, the requirements for that, all you need is a 79 mid-range or a 79 3-ball for a D+ release height, a B- defensive immunity, and an A- release speed with a C+ time stability. Guys, don't let the time stability fool you. With this base, this jumper is automatic. It's a very quick jumper. It is quick because of the Aneka Okongwu base. It is a fast jumper, and plus with the A- speed. But once you get the timer down, guys, you will not miss. Especially with me with a meter, it's kind of a little somewhat slower. This is one of the jump shots I use for my 75 player for boot camp, and I also use it for my other builds as well. This is a good jumper that'll help you get through any stage of competition that you on. As you can see, the way it is a mid-range kind of shot, but you can hit from 3 with this base. That's the first one, Aneka Okongwu with Karl Malone, James Johnson. Now, if you want a shot that I use that is kind of somewhat quick, this is one I use day 1, which is Marquise Chris and Larry Legend. Now, if you want to slow it down a little bit, all you need is an 81 and just tone it down to, like, let's do 55-45. Now, Larry Bird, obviously, one of my favorite players. If you don't know who Larry Bird is, you can watch his highlights on YouTube. But this is my day 1 jump shot. I've got clips with this jumper. I've been hit with this jumper hitting from half court. This is my day 1 jump shot. This is the jump shot that I used when I was looking for a jumper. This is a perfect one, especially for corner shooters. This is a perfect shot for corner shooters, and it's easy to time with that Marquise Chris upper and Larry Bird, which slows this jumper down just a little bit because he has that overhead release. Once it's above his head, you just release it, green, automatic. And that's for the 81 tray ball guy. So if you got an 80 or plus or over, you can use this jump shot as well. But back to you guys who have a jumper under 80, we're going to keep Marquise Chris, but we're going to go to Kevin Durant. And for that blending, we're going to go 58-42 with most of that blending on Kevin Durant. And as for that one, you get a C-, A-, and a B+ for that jump shot. Now, of course, I obviously need an 81. So technically, this is not one you need for the 80 and under. But if you want to make it slower, Kevin Durant makes it higher. Marquise Chris makes it lower. So if you want it lower to make it under the 80, 79, 78 requirement, you put it up to Marquise Chris, but it will make it faster. To get it under 80 to 79, you gotta have a 91% Marquise Chris and 90 Kevin Durant. And this jumper is very, very, very quick because of the A+ speed, because Marquise Chris. Now, I never tried this way, but the only reason why I want to try it because it does lower your defensive immunity. So if you guys want to try it, go ahead, be my guest. With a 91 blending, Marquise Chris, and a 9% Kevin Durant. But I prefer to have it at 58-42. Just so you have a B+ speed. But like I said, that's for the 81. But you need an 81 mini or 81 3-ball. So like I said, if you have a 79, 78, 77 tray ball, but you got a high mid-range, this is the perfect jumper for you. Now, the next base, and last but surely not least, this is the base that I used for my first glass cleaner 3 level thread. We had a 76, 77 tray ball. We're going to go to the B. It was a base I actually used last year as well as in 2K22 as well. And that's Bielitsa, Nima Bielitsa. As you can see, it is a 3-point base. And the first one, we're going to go all the way to the W's, which will be for Mr. Christian Wood. And then we'll use Tony Kukoc. Make sure I ain't passing. And he's right here. And with that blender, we're going to do 5743 on the side of Christian Wood. And here's the requirements for this one, which is for all you guys who use this, who needs a release for boot camp, or you got a tray ball under 80. A D release height, a B defensive immunity, you got an A- speed with a C+ time and stability. But look at the requirements you need. You need a 78 mid-range or a 78 3-ball. And easily one of the best jumpers you can use. Like I said, if you got a player for boot camp 75 or under, this is a perfect jump shot. You need a jump shot for that. This is the one right here. Even though that release height, yeah, I know it's on the low side, but with that A- release speed and that B defensive immunity, man, this jumper is cash, especially for boot camps events. Now I've tested this out in park, and I tested it out in rec. If you're using in park or rec, I prefer to put it on release instead of push, just to slow it down just a tiny bit. But if you want to push, you might want to tweak it just a little bit to your liking, because it is a faster jumper, especially in the park and rec. And like I said, I use meter. You'd be surprised how many bounce backs I've got with this release. But if you put it on release as your shot timing, you won't have not a problem with it. And last but certainly not least, we're going to keep Tony Kukoc, but we're going to change Christian Wood to Franz Wagner. And that blend is going to be 55-45. And all you need for that is a 79 mini or a 79 3-ball to get a D release height, a B defensive immunity, and an A- speed. This jumper works perfect for your boot camp players, 75 and under. It works for everybody else as well. But like I said, if you use this jumper in the park or rec, I prefer to put this on release timing because it is a fast jumper. But once you get the timing down, you will not miss with this at all. And these are the 4 jump shots. 2, perhaps 3 for 80 over, 2 for 80 and under. This your boy Luck, also known as now CG3. If you're new to the channel here on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. This video will be posted AMly on my YouTube. If you check me out on YouTube, link below on my Twitch account. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more. We'll be back hopefully this weekend, if my other jobs don't kill me, doing some live streaming Rush 1v1, live streaming Rush 2v2, as well as going to the ground for veterans. I said I'm about to be veteran 1. I'm trying to grind a veteran 1 before this game is over for NBA 2K25. Like I said, we're already about 10% in the bar. We're about to get the rep boost, go elite. So let's see how much that rep boost gives us. And like I said earlier, this your boy CG3, aka Luck. I'm out. Take care. See ya.